Definitely my least favorite part about this entire campaign is the late nights, staying up late, unpaid, to fix the criminal justice system and protect victims of SA. By documenting and publishing. Hopefully I can get some support. But at least until I do get the support, it's a comedy. So that could be good on its own, right? That could be good on its own. So yeah, so I've noticed, I should probably say something first. Right, so it's like really important for us to agree to a level of evidence that's acceptable. And my case is unique in that I have this kind of domino thing set up. So with each piece of evidence, it pushes the thing further. So when I was going through this process, I knew on day 0 exactly what was happening. And so I knew exactly what I needed to do, you know, and I did. And things still went wrong. So that's the problem, right? That's the problem, is if I'm doing the things that we needed to do, given the fact that when people go through things like this, you know, maybe there's a small opportunity for grace, a little bit, you know, to like kind of deal with like what you're going through while you're also trying to solve it, right, or prove it, or whatever. And I think that if we could teach people what you would need, they would have something, they would know what to do. Right? It's not our fault that the legal system is broken. It's not our fault that like probably tons of people call leadership all the time. They're like, hey, yeah, like I'm my ego, like I got something for you. You know what I mean? And they're like, yeah, okay, whatever, buddy. You know what thank you for contributing and calling. And that's why we have secretaries, right? So anyway, so I got a call. Have the number. This is the number for the mayor of Seattle. His office, not his cell phone or his whatever house phone. You know, the mayor probably has a house phone. I don't know. But this is not that. This is publicly available information. Okay, I show this every time. I'm calling other people like senators and everything like that and reaching out. And I have gotten some responses documented, which is good, but it's not enough. It's not enough. Clearly they're not getting it. You know what I mean? So, but I think that the biggest thing that could help is either A, people calling with me, right? People calling and telling them to respond. And, you know, as voters and taxpayers, you know, I mean, it's, you know, voters and taxpayers, but it's what's important. And as concerned citizens for our brothers and sisters and ourselves and our children. And so I think that, you know, unless you're cool, basically, if you're cool with SA and you just think, you know, people should just be able to take whatever they want from people with no consequences, because otherwise we'd be vigilantes. You know, we can't have that. We can't. It doesn't work that way in a civilized society. So, I mean, if you're cool with it, if that's what you want, then you like don't have to help at all. But if you're not cool with it, we do have an opportunity to fix it. So, and rule out fraud, right? So you could help call which is free. It doesn't take much to call and leave a message and say you're a voter and a taxpayer. And everyone I'm calling, all my videos, you can call the same numbers and just call and give them my name. Give them my name. Give them my account. Tell on me. Tell on me, tell on me, tell on me. Or if you don't want to do that, you could help promote my content. You could share, you could follow me. I need followers to actually be able to make money off this. But anyway, I'm gonna call like I said, late nights, like 4:41 in the morning, you know, because I gotta make sure they're closed, obviously. So here we go. I got my stuff written down.
Thank you for calling here.
Hi, my name is Taylor C. Cooper, and I'm calling in regards to an SA examination that took place on June 11th, 2018. I can actually fix several major issues with the criminal justice system, including issues with the SPD, the DA's office, and the systems involving elected leadership. And this is actually going to cost less tax dollars, which is really important, like probably billions less dollars, as long as the policy doesn't get changed. But that wouldn't make sense because it's about victims of assault, so I don't think that would happen. But I'm publishing my stories, and it is my intent to appear as a friend, to be able to contribute my information in the hopes that we could make our community a safer place. And I have experience which is not attainable through intention, right? So the experience that I went through is not attainable by just going through it. It kind of has to happen to you. I hope I don't have to explain in a voicemail more. But the evidence that I have is overwhelming and irrefutable. And my story, my content I'm publishing has several 100,000 views and climbing. And my story can be found on Rumble at Tay Coops XXX Extravaganza, on TikTok at Cooptacular, and on YouTube at Taylor Cooper's account, all one word, all lowercase. Okay, so you can find all my content there. I am actually publishing, and I can be held to the letter of my claim. And I am happy to show up whenever the mayor has time for me. I am more than happy to show up for my community, for which I've been a part of it for 30 years. I grew up in Seattle. Okay, so please do not hesitate to reach out to me, because I'm sure you can look it up, End the Backlog, and I'm sure the mayor has access to a lot more about what was happening at the Seattle Police Department than I do, even though I've been researching it. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me, and thank you very much for your time. Have a safe day. My thinking is, if I could get like 2 million people aware of this, it'd be really funny, because then they would know that. Then they would know. They'd be like talking to the mayor, they'd be like, hey, this guy's got like 2 million people and they're all watching you do nothing. Right? The information is available to you as well. And then you'd be in on the joke with me. So I would really appreciate that, because then hopefully you will see how valuable this is. Where I'm like I don't know if you've seen Star Wars Episode 1, when like Obi-Wan's like fighting, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn are like fighting Darth Maul, and then like Obi-Wan's just like waiting behind the Force shield. It's kind of how it feels. I don't know if you could imagine if Obi-Wan was like waiting behind the Force shield, and then it was like bloop, $600 to drop the Force shield. And he was like, oh man, you know, that would be just the worst. Just the worst. Anyway, have a safe day. I'll call again some other time.